What's going on, guys? John Holder here from Codemy.com, and in this video, we're going to add profile picture images to our tweets, or meeps, to our Twitter clone app with Django and Python. Now, guys, like I said, in this video, we're going to add our profile picture images to our tweets and a few other little profile picture things. But before we get started, if you like this video and want to see more like it, be sure to smash the like button below, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm, and check out Codemy.com, where I have dozens of courses with thousands of videos that teach you to code. Use coupon code YouTube50 to get 50% off lifetime membership. It's all my courses, videos, and books for one-time fee, which is insanely cheap. Okay, so we've got our profile picture. We've got it pretty much set up here. We can upload a picture and change it. Now, I want to kind of play around with this and do a couple of things in this video. First, we want to take this image and maybe add it to each of these tweets. We also want to come over here to our profile list, right? And add them in here. We haven't done that yet. So those are the main things we're going to do in this video. I also kind of want to make this rounded. It's square here and maybe you like that, but doing it round maybe might look a little better. Whatever, we'll give it a try and see how it looks. So let's head over to our code. I'm using the Sublime Text Editor and the Git Bash terminal as always. And as always, you can find a link to the code in the pinned comment section below, as well as a link to the playlist with all the other videos in this Django Twitter clone series. So check that out if you haven't so far. So let's head over here to our Musker app and let's look at our templates and let's look at our profile. And the first thing we want to do is make our profile picture rounded. So let's come down here to where our profile image is. And there it is. If profile image, add the profile image. And right here, we've got this image tag, img_src. Now we could just give this a class. Now this is just pure Bootstrap. We can give this a class of rounded-circle. Now if we save this, head back over here and hit reload, boom, now it's rounded. I think that looks a little bit better, so we'll keep it like that. So next, let's head over to our profile list. So here we've got a list of all the people that have, signed up so far. And each of these have just a dummy image here. So let's fix that. Let's head back over here and let's go to our profile list. And you can see right here, we're dealing with the images. So we need to do some logic. We need to say, hey, do they have a profile image? If they uploaded one yet? If so, put it on the screen. Otherwise, put that, dummy thing that's already there. So we could do that. So right about here, let's do some logic. Let's go if profile.profile_image. So that's saying, hey, if there is one, and right away, I'm going to end my if because I always forget to do that. So if there is one, let's create an img_src tag. This is an image tag. And inside of here, we want to put our profile.profile_image .url. Remember, that's the URL of our image. And we also want to give this a width of, say, 200 and a height of 200. And we also need to give it a class of, and whatever this thing down here is, image fluid rounded start. So that's just part of the Bootstrap card. Remember a few videos ago when we set this up. Now, if we wanted to, we can also put an alt tag for SEO purposes. And I don't know, we can or we can't, it doesn't really matter. So let's just go profile.user.username, right? So that's if they do have a profile image, right? Otherwise, we need to do an else statement here and then just grab whatever this stuff is, the default code that we already had on there for the dummy image. So let's go ahead and save this. Now, we're not actually going to be able to see anything, but let's hit reload just to see if we don't get any errors. But now, let's see, we need to log in as somebody else. So let's log in as Codemy. Let's log out, log back in as Codemy. So now when we go to profile list, we get an error here. So something's wrong. We've done something horribly wrong. What did we do? Let me look at this here. Did I misspell something? img_src. Yes, I did. So right there. So, okay, that should work. So let's head back over here. And okay, there we go. So that works. Piece of cake. Now, none of the rest of these people have profile images yet, so they have the dummy image listed there, and that looks good. So I'm going to go ahead and log back out and log back in. Well, actually, let's go back and log in as Codemy. Now let's go to our profile and update our profile and put in an image of some sort. What do I got here? Let's do this one, I guess. Update this. Go to our profile. All right, that looks good. Now when we log out and log back in as admin and go to our profile list, there we see that one down there. Okay, looking good. So now we want to add maybe an image right here on our tweet. So we've got your profile image and then your tweet. So maybe when you go to the home page and it has just everybody's tweet listed, you know, it says admin or Tim or whatever, but to have their actual picture on it, Bob right there, that would probably be a little bit better. So let's start to work on that. Head back over to our code and let's go to our profile. And let's see, let's find out where the meeps are. That's going to be right here. And if you remember, we're using an alert, a Bootstrap alert, and that makes this sort of gray box, right? So inside of here, we need to set up some HTML code, some Bootstrap code to put 2 columns. So in one column, we'll put the image, the other column, we'll put the tweet or the meep, right? So, all right, we can do that. No big deal. So let's come through here and let's see. Here's our for loop for our meeps. So, okay, here's our actual alert. So we want inside of the alert. And I'm just going to tab over because this is getting a little scrunched. And what we need is first a div with a class of container, right? And think of a container as a box, right? So we're going to wrap all of this stuff in a container. So we'll come down here and let's just close this div. All right. So then inside of that, we're going to want a div with a class of row. We want this all in one row. And again, let's come down here and close our div. I'm just going to pop these over. There we go. Now inside of here in our row, we want 2 columns. So let's go div class equals, and we'll give the first one a column of, let's say 1. And then let's close that div. And then the next one, we'll give a div of a class of, say, I don't know, 10. We'll see how that looks. And then we'll come down here and close that div. And maybe we'll pop that over. Okay, that looks good. So right now, let's just type in thing, save this, come back over here and hit refresh just to see if this looks right. Okay, so that's basically looking okay. We've got a thing over here in one column, we've got the tweet in the other column. So now where it says thing, we just have to put the profile image, right? Piece of cake. We could do that. So here, I'm gonna kind of make some space here. And we probably want to do some logic here because again, not everybody has a profile image. And if they don't have a profile image, we're gonna put that default image that we're using on the other page as well. So let's go again. We could just say if profile.profile underscore image. So if they have an image, then let's go img src. I did it again. There we go. And we just want to go profile.profile underscore image.url again. And let's give this a width of like 50 and a height of 50. So it's much smaller, right? And do we want to make this round too? I don't know. Sure. Let's go class equals rounded dash circle. We already know how to do that. And again, we can also do an alt if we want with the username. It's just for SEO purposes, really. So this is going to be profile.user.username. So then else, if they don't have a profile, and again, let me end my if because, boy, I almost forgot to do it again there. So if they don't have it, let's just copy this whole thing. And instead of this, we're going to want a static tag that has images / default underscore profile underscore pic dot png. And again, we'll make it 50 by 50 and rounded. So, okay, I think that's probably good. So let's go ahead and save this, head back over here and hit reload. And invalid tag. What did I do? Oh, static. We forgot to load our static. Always have to load static. Oh, let's just grab this guy. Go. Come back, refresh. There we go. So, all right, that's a little wonky. It doesn't quite look right. So maybe we'll give this a 2 and an 8. Oh, I give it a class 10 there. So right here, this should be call -10. Man, I'm having trouble today. Must not have slept very well. Okay, there we go. So there we go. And we could play around with this placement here a little bit if we want. So we give this a 10. Well, let's try maybe 11. I don't know. Move it over a little bit if that looks better to you, whatever. And we're good to go. Now if we go to Tim's profile, he doesn't have an image, so we just have the default there, and that looks pretty good. Bob, Wes doesn't have any tweets. And we're coming right along. So now I'm going to leave it to you to do that on this page. It'll be slightly different, but try and figure it out. If you can, comment below and maybe we'll make a video on it, but it's pretty much the same process. You should be able to figure it out. Let's see how it goes. So that's all for this video. If you liked it, be sure to smash the like button below, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm, and check out codemy.com where you can use coupon code YouTube50 to get 50% off lifetime membership. So that's access to all my courses, over 50 courses, thousands of videos, and the PDFs of all my best-selling coding books. Doing over 150,000 students learning to code just like you. My name is John Elder from codemy.com, and I'll see you in the next video.